Hello friends, and also hello enemies. Welcome back to Weekly Allowance, where we are continuing our journey into the Marvel Legends Fantastic Four First Steps wave. Today we are looking at Johnny Storm, aka the Human Torch. Same packaging that we saw with the rest of the wave so far. I don't need to remark every time about how much I like it, but I do. Character image on the side, bigger character image on the back, warnings. You know the deal by now. Alright, if you're new to this channel, and I thank you for joining us, what we do is I unbox the figure and we look at it together. I have not explored it previously. This is the first time I'm getting my grubby little hands on it. For the last few, the thing I've been remarking on immediately is the likeness, because these are MCU figures. The sculpts are based on real people. I don't think they nailed it here with Johnny. I think they got pretty close with the other three we looked at, but here, if I were given this figure without really knowing who this is supposed to be and was asked who it was supposed to be, I don't think I'd have an answer. The likeness isn't that great. Not to say it's not a good sculpt, it doesn't look like the dude. From the side, it's a little better. He's also got a bit of a goofy expression, which is fine for this character. It's kind of charming in a way. He looks amused, engaged with the situation. Actually, Pedro, Mr. Fantastic, the sculpt on him looked vaguely amused too. So two of them can be entertained by something. Just like with the others, very clean sculpt on the outfit. And I really love the variety of textures, different thicknesses, different line thicknesses, different types of fabric. The paint is crisp. They all so far seem to have had slight defects on their four symbols, and he's no different. There's some like weird shadowing up at the top. Honestly, doesn't bother me. It actually looks pretty cool. I don't even know if it's coming across on camera, but it looks intentional. It looks awesome, actually. It just looks like there's a bit of a shadow being cast across it, making it look a little bit shinier than I think it's supposed to be, but I like that. They did the thing with his hair that they'd avoided doing with Sue Storm. Her hair is also very light, but they didn't add any shadow to it, and I think that was a good move. Otherwise it would have looked dirty, I think. But Johnny, he gets some shadows. It doesn't look great. It looks a little like ramen-y. I'm getting real hardcore Alistair from Dragon Age Origins vibes here. Not that I can necessarily knock that too much. Alistair is a bro. Yeah, the likeness is just not there for me. And like I said, the expression is pretty silly, but I can forgive that. On mine, his hair also seems to be wanting to come off. Like one sideburn is like peeling away from his temple. He is desperate to lose his hair. I'm expecting about the same articulation we saw on the other ones. Yep. Hinge on the neck. Nice head movement. His hair is short, so it does not get in the way, unlike Sue. Arm up. Rotation. Bicep swivel. Double. Elbow. His is a little stuck. Ooh, it breaks up that white when you do that. Not particularly a concern for me. Stuff like that doesn't typically bother me, but I'm sure it's going to irritate some people. Hinge and twist on the hands. Crunch and twist up at the chest. Twist at the torso, hidden cleverly by this belt, just like the rest of the team. Leg up. To the side. Not so much back, which I've found to be the case with all of them so far. They do have a thigh swivel, if that's worth anything to you. Double knee, hinge, and rock on the ankle. So yeah, pretty much the exact same articulation as the rest of the family. The only one we haven't looked at so far is the Thing. So I'm interested to see what his articulation is going to be like, considering he is a rock man. A man made of rocks. So just like the rest of the Fantastic Four, we're a little bit light on accessories, which is expected for standard Marvel Legends. They've never really been accessory heavy. In addition to this loose hand and this gripping hand, we also get two fists for Johnny. And we get these fire effects that we've seen a million times in Marvel Legends. I'm not knocking it at all because it is nice that we get these. It's a great power option for if you didn't get the powered up version. And I like the way they painted these. It's translucent, but they added some opaque yellows and oranges toward the top and /or bottom, however you choose to orient these. So yeah, I'm not complaining about that. If anyone should come with fire effects, it is Johnny. So for those, you just, I mean, you can do a lot of things with them, but typically they're for slipping onto the forearms, but you can orient them so they're more inside the hand, or you could even put them on the feet, whatever you want. They're pretty malleable. I dare say they would go anywhere, within reason. One thing about Johnny is that he does not like to stand up on his own. I don't know if the feet on mine just aren't level or if it is the sculpt itself. Yeah, his soles, I think, are a little bit rounded. Makes him not want to stand up. So we were curious if he would pair with accessories from other figures. So we have the Marvel Legends Phoenix base without the Phoenix, just the fire. And I think this back piece is from another Marvel Legends Human Torch. And then this Fire Fist effect is from a McFarlane toy, and it fits really well into his fist. He doesn't quite fit on the fire base like Phoenix does, because he is a male character and also an MCU character, and they tend to be larger than the comic book characters. His feet are a little bit large. He's a little bit large in general for this base, but he can still fit. You can kind of cram his little foot in there and position him so he's standing up on it. But yeah, if you have extra fire effects, it's a great way to demonstrate his power, especially if you didn't get the flame on Johnny from this wave. And I think it looks pretty cool. If you ignore the derpy expression, it's a little derpy, but that's okay. Let's take a look at him with the rest of our people, just in time for my air conditioner to kick on because it's hot in here. Here he is with Mr. Fantastic. Here we have Sue. Let's bring in Silver Surfer as well. Like I've mentioned in other reviews, she doesn't really fit because she has the a reused Marvel Legends female body. So it's comic book proportions and it doesn't really mesh with the rest of them that great, but she is an alien, so I guess it kind of makes sense. So between all of these so far, I definitely say that Johnny is the weakest in the likeness department. It's not terrible, but it's not there. It's just also so funny how their expressions are so different. Like, Mr. Fantastic looks so sweet. Johnny looks like he's snickering at something. Sue looks like she took too many Quaaludes. Silver Surfer looks appropriately blank yet intense. I really don't know how they choose the facial expressions for these characters when they make new figures. I'm very excited actually about opening up the thing and completing the set. Just having all our guys together. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Likes and subscribes are very much appreciated. Comments are more than welcome. I'll see you guys on the next one.